How's it going, people? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, this is my gym routine workout breakdown video series that is going to continue. I'm not long awake, so you just have to bear with me. So this week was a bit of a weird one because we started out all right, and then we just smashed some PBs, and then ended with what I never thought of doing before, which I'll get to when I get to the end of the week. Filming wise, there wasn't much footage I could get because my videographer who comes to the gym with me, I don't have a videographer, I have a my gym buddy who comes to the gym with me was off doing their own thing for the first half of the week, and then I ended up going on my own for the latter half of the week. So to get footage and find a place for my GoPro to go was a bit difficult. So I think moving forward, I'm going to get like a small, fairly inconspicuous tripod that I can take with me, just so that I can set up, because it's mainly side angles for things I want, right? Because with some of these shots, like for seated rows, I've got a front facing view, which is all right, but for me personally, to have a look at my form on seated rows, I need the side view, because I need to see if my back's straight, if I'm at the correct angle, if I'm leaning too much, you know what I mean? So it was a bit difficult to get the shots that I wanted this week, so it's a bit disjointed. But I know what I'm going to do moving forward, so that's all right. And also, I've been thinking what I'm going to start doing at the beginning of these videos. I'm going to put my goals up on screen for what I want to achieve, and then each week we will see how close we are to progressing to get them. So yeah, we'll do that moving forward. So let's start with Monday. What happened on Monday? Monday I overslept, so that's Monday out of the way. I had every intention of going on Monday. I was so like hyped up for it, but I just ended up oversleeping. It happens sometimes. Sometimes your body just tells you that it needs the rest and it doesn't want to go to the gym, even though your mind is like, I want to go to the gym. Your body is like, nope, I don't. So it sleeps instead. It happens. Tuesday, right, I think I've got some footage for Tuesday. Tuesday was a pull day, and on Tuesday I was very determined in my mind that I wanted to get back to my previous weights on seated rows that I was at before I had COVID and didn't go to the gym for like 2 months. So I was very determined on Tuesday to get in the gym and be like, I'm just gonna do it. You know, I'm not just gonna sit there and go, oh well, we'll slowly get there. And I'm like, no, I was very intentional on Tuesday. So on Tuesday I managed to get back up to my 66 kg on seated row that I was at before I had COVID, and I even pushed to get 73 for 4 reps, which I was buzzing about, because I was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna get better than 66 today. But I did, so I thought that was pretty cool. So let's have a look at that first, the seated row. Right, so this is 66. This is 66. I'm listening to music, that's why I'm so like, I was hyper and determined. So looking at my form there, I think my form's all right. It's pretty straight. I feel like I'm doing okay. Obviously it can always be improved. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, but I think my form's all right with that one. So yeah, that was 66. And I think this was 73. I think it was 73, this one. Because after that, I did a full set of 66, and I was like, I'm just going to go up. I'm just going to go up and do it. I was fully expecting me not to even move this. But it moved. Right, so this is, I said 73, don't I? This is 73. I'm kind of looking at it like, really? Will I move it? Will it move? I'm like, okay, just pull it. And it moved. You can see it's really heavy. 5. Five reps. I'm not counting that last one because it was half a rep. To be honest with you, I thought I only got 4 or even 3, I think it was. But it looks like I got 5. So it's like 5 and a bit. So I'm pretty impressed with that. I was really happy with that, because I genuinely sat there and thought, I'm going to pull this back and it's not going to move. But it did, and it moved for 5 reps. So I'm very, very happy with that. So I was doing my cable Y raises, and my sister pointed out they were wrong, which is fine. You know, she's always doing that. She's always saying you need to keep your elbows here, or you're lifting too wide, or whatever. And I welcome it all. Do you know what I mean? If you tell me I'm doing something wrong, tell me, because it helps me improve. That's the whole point of these videos, you know, so I can watch the form and go, that's wrong. That doesn't look right. How can I improve that? So I sorted that out and then corrected my form. I didn't film it because I was running a bit behind time, because I just had to literally get the workout done. So yeah, I adjusted my form, because what I was doing, with the cable Y raises, you need to, obviously I'm no expert, but you need to lift outwards like that. But what I was doing, I was pulling up like that and then letting my arms straighten out. So instead of pulling outwards straight the whole time, I was doing that and then going like that. So it was completely off. So I sorted that out, which is good, because that's another thing nailed, I think. One thing I'm also trying this week is I'm trying Sneak Energy as pre-workout. If you don't know what Sneak Energy is, a lot of gamers use it. You've got, in the gaming industry really, for energy, you've got like G Fuel and you've got Sneak. There's many others creeping in on the scene now, but to me the two bigger ones are Sneak and G Fuel. I've always wanted to try Sneak because I like the logo, I like some of the products they put out, you know, like the shakers and stuff and the merch. So I went with Sneak instead of G Fuel. Plus, it's been on my list of things to try forever, and I thought, you know what, none of my pre-workouts are doing me any good. They're not working for me. They either make me vibrate and make me feel sick, or they just don't touch me and I feel even more tired than I would without it. So I'm just thought, you know what, now's the time to try Sneak. I'm going to try Sneak, and instead of using it for what it's advertised as, I'm going to use it as pre-workout. Because why not? You know what I mean? So I'm kind of running a little experiment at the moment where I use Sneak as pre-workout. And so far, it is pretty awesome. I can't lie to you. It doesn't make me feel sick. It doesn't make me feel jittery. I go to the gym fully fueled up. And the thing is, right, I can literally, if I have to, I can down this full thing on the journey from the house to the gym. And I don't feel sick after downing it. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes with a lot of pre-workouts, if you chug it down, it makes you feel worse. But with this, you can just like neck it back if you have to, and you're ready for the gym. It's mint, honestly. So far, so good, but I've only used it this week. So it requires more testing before I can evaluate my findings further. Also, another thing I've learnt this week is, and when we started this journey, right, my sister rabbited onto me. I can't speak this morning. My sister was always telling me, always like, go to the gym with a plan. Always go to the gym with a plan. Because when I first started, when we were back at the other gym, I was going to the gym and she's like, I'm doing this, what are you doing? And I'm like, don't know. I might just do a bit of this, a bit of that, and just see whatever. And I used to wander around the gym aimlessly, thinking, what can I do? And now I have my workouts, I have my push-pull legs on my app, and I know when a push day is, I know when a pull day is, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I switch it up like I did this week, but always go to the gym with a plan. So like on Tuesday, I went into the gym focused and determined that the two main areas I was going to focus on were seated rows and lat pull downs. So I've really focused on seated rows and lat pull downs, and I came out the gym better for it. I also got, while we're still on Tuesday, I got a new PB on lat pull downs. We can quickly watch it. I forgot I got footage of it. 54? I was constantly on 45, and I just used to sit with 45 for the sake of getting it done. But on Tuesday I was like, no, we are getting stronger today. We're going to go for PBs. You can tell I'm in a good mood because I'm just bopping to my music. I'm putting gloves on purely for grip, right? Because this bar for, well, whatever, for lat pull downs, I have a tendency to lose my grip a lot. And because I was determined to get a new PB this week, I thought I'm going to put gloves on to give me that grip, so that to make sure I get it. So we're on lat pull downs here, and like I say, I think this is 54 that I'm going for. So we'll just have a quick look at this. I wasn't entirely happy with this form, I can't lie. It's alright, but I can get better. I know I can get better. Flattering angle, isn't it? Yeah, I wasn't completely happy with that form, but there we go, that's lat pull down. So Wednesday, we're on Wednesday now. Wednesday, I chose not to go to the gym eventually because that was my first day of uni on Wednesday, because if you haven't watched my other videos that I put up last weekend, I started uni last week. I'm in uni 2 days a week now, which is awesome because it's really exciting. So initially I was going to go, but then I decided against it. So I didn't go because it was the first day of the uni, and I took a rest day. So I've had 2 rest days at this point, Monday and Wednesday. Plus, I woke up with the worst headache. It was like borderline migraine, and it was getting worse as I was getting into Manchester and going to uni. And as I was sat in uni, sat in the lesson, my head was getting thicker and thicker, and it was rough, man, on Wednesday. So I'm kind of glad that I chose not to go, because I wouldn't have got anything done on Wednesday. So that was Wednesday. I just went to uni. Thursday was difficult. I've got my notes here, you see, that's what I'm going off. So I've wrote down filming was difficult because I got there late, and finding positions to film where it wasn't inconvenient for people was hard. So it was. I managed, so here's the thing, right, for 2 weeks running now, I've managed on dumbbell bench press. I've managed to get 26 kg, which I'm very happy about, because one of my short-term goals for dumbbell bench press, I can't get my words out today. One of my short-term goals for that is to get to 30 kilos, and I'm at 26, so I'm very happy about that. I wanted to film it, but like I say, it was difficult to find a position to film on Thursday for that, because ideally it's better when you've got someone with you who can like stand next to you and above you and film you. So I didn't really have that, and there was no like, I was looking around on the bench that I was on, I was looking around at places like, where can I stick my, because I've got my GoPro on a little like flexible tripod that I can attach to things, and I'm like, where can I put it? And there was just nowhere. So I just thought, again, I was in uni on Thursday, so I just thought I need to get this workout done, and you know, just for the sake of hitting PBs, we'll just get it done, we'll figure out the rest later. So that's why I wrote down that I'm thinking, oh, I'll get a small tripod that I can just like stand next to me where no one will bother with it, and it, you know, I can make sure the camera is quite clearly pointed at me and nobody else, because the last thing I want to do, right, because this gym is mint, the last thing I want to do is cause a problem in the gym because I'm filming myself. Do you know what I mean? So I only managed 8 reps. I didn't manage a full set of 12, but I was still very happy with that, to be honest. And it was a split set, so I ended up doing 4 and 4, but because it was heavy, honestly. But it was good. Progress is made. I feel stronger this week. I really do. I can feel my shoulders and my back, man. Honestly, there's just something about my top half this week. I'm shook, man. It's mint. And I feel like my mindset is just more determined now, and it's resulting in more PBs. I think this week especially, my mindset has just been like, I am gonna get stuff done this week. And because of that, I've done it. And it has I've just had a week of pure PBs this week. Honestly, it's just been amazing. It's been a really good feeling. Did I get anything for Thursday? Just let me have a look. Oh yeah. So right, here's the other thing that I've not put in my notes because I'm a moron. I forgot. Thursday, another PB that I also got was, and my sister thinks I'm a bit of a nutter for doing this, but on dumbbell lat raises, I'm on 12 kilos now, as opposed to like the usual 6 to 8. I'm on 12. So I've got footage of me. We'll review the footage of me lat raises on 12 kilos, I think it is. Yeah. I'd say I can do it fairly comfortably as well, but obviously there's still room for improvement. My lat raises always need a lot of work. Because I also think, looking at this, and you can't really tell by the angle because obviously I've placed the GoPro on the bench because it's the only suitable angle, but I've realised that when I look in the mirror, sometimes I'm lifting them too high. So I need to sort that out. But overall, I think 12 kilos on dumbbell lat raises, pretty good, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with that. Because I was on 10s. See, I wasn't happy with that last rep. Shaking my head. I wasn't happy with that one at all. But going from 8s to 10s, I was like buzzing. Now I'm going from 10s to 12s. I'm like, yes, mate. Progress, innit? Do you know what I mean? Progress. So that was dumbbell lat raises. This could be tricep pushdowns, this. Tricep pushdowns? Yeah, so we're looking at tricep pushdowns, pull downs, tricep pull downs, whatever this thing's called. We're looking at it. I'm really trying to focus on keeping my elbows at my side because I have a habit of raising my elbows. I don't know what weight this is. I think this is I'm going to say maybe 14.7. I really don't know. But there's a point, I don't know if it's in this one or the next one. Let's just quickly bring up the next one. There's a point where I realised that I was leaning too much, so I straightened up. Oh, these, I'm trying, right, let me pause. Right, so because of my elbow problem, I was doing these initially. If you look back in previous videos, I was doing these, you know, where you pull them over your head like that. But because I couldn't keep my elbows still, I'm trying it this way instead. And I'm finding a bit more benefit in this one. Like, we'll start watching it now. But my form here at the minute is just it's a bit janky. Like, I'm not completely happy with it. And also, I'd hammered my arms at this point. So my left, I found, if I've done a really good session on different things before this, I find that my left arm wants to T-Rex a little bit. Like, you can see there, struggling a little bit there. This, like, I don't think this is good at all, to be honest. Like, you see that last rep? It wasn't even a rep. Like, that's poor, that. And then I think, was this heavier? Let's just have a look and see what this... Oh no. This is bicep curls. Right, so I'm trying to get better form. I'm trying to get my arms stronger. I've had no upper body strength my whole entire life, basically. So I'm trying to get upper body strength. So what I previously was doing was, like, you can't really tell, but I was kind of putting my elbows at my ribs. And they were too far forward. And something just clicked. You can see I moved them in the clip. Right, so I'll let it play out as I talk. But you can see that at the moment, my elbows are at my ribs, and then there. That's how I used to do it. And then something clicked, and I'm just like, no, your elbows are not at your side. So I moved them to the side. And I started doing what I would consider them properly. Obviously, the angle's not the best to see. It's just, I had to just quickly capture something just so I could look back on it, you know? So my elbows are, like, locked in at my side, kind of. They're not fully, like, my right elbow especially just sticks out like a chicken wing, I think. I find it really hard to keep my elbows locked. It's really hard. This is why I'm videoing everything, because I need to look at my form. So that was bicep curls on Thursday. Really trying to nail my form down on bicep curls, and the reason why I'm doing them on cable at the moment is because I suck at bicep curls with dumbbells, you know, free weights. It's not good. So I'm trying to strengthen my arms and my form on cables before I move over to dumbbells. So that was Thursday. And then Friday was initially going to do legs, but last minute I was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to focus on bicep curls and triceps on the cable. I just wanted to get my form down. Something in me was just like, no, today you practice your form. So I don't make a habit of skipping leg day, but this week I did. I've not done any legs this week at all, purely because in my mind I was just like, you know what, on Friday I just want to practice form. So that's what I did. So on Friday I practiced my form on biceps and triceps and just really focused on that technique. So let's have a look at some of them, because obviously all my footage is just from the cable machine on Friday. So I'm back on biceps, trying to keep my elbows locked to my side. flattering angle again. This is what happens when you have to film on your own. But I think this is a little bit better than my previous one. It's still not the best because my arms and my elbow, you see, I tried to lock them in then. I tried to move them and lock them in. They still have a tendency to lift up. I look like a flipping balloon here, don't I? From this angle. It's not a good angle at all. Oh dear me. So that was, I don't know what weight that was, but I think I started on 12 because I'd lowered the weight so that I could get technique right. Rather than heavy weight, less reps, wrong technique. I did lightweight, more reps, better technique, you know. I think I upped it to maybe 14.7 in this one. But this is literally, what I did this for like an hour and 10 minutes or something. This is literally all I did on Friday. Just pure bicep curls and some triceps. Purely because I was trying to focus on form. And this was just lightweight bicep curls just to get the form down. So this, I feel like this form's a little bit better, and I straightened up a little bit because I had a tendency to like hunch over. So I really locked my elbows in and I straightened up, and it just felt so much better. It was difficult, but it just felt so much better. Flattering angles, obviously. Flattering, very flattering angles. That was a tough one. So there's no point showing you the rest of the footage because it literally, that is Friday in a nutshell. So yeah, I didn't focus on any PBs on Friday whatsoever, just purely form. And my I'll try and show you, like, follow me on Instagram because I'll put a picture up on Instagram. The shape of, like, I can feel my shoulders and my back and my lats all around like this area, and this area is like so solid at the minute because of this week, and it's really good to feel that because it's like I can definitely feel shape. I can definitely feel the change in my body happening. Do you know what I mean? It's a really good feeling, and it tells me that I'm moving in the right direction, so I'm very happy with that. So yeah, that was this week's workout review done. It wasn't as good as I would like it. Like, this week was just, it's been a bit of a mismatch, and it's just been a case of like, okay, film what I can film, get done what I can get done, and you know, we'll see what happens next week, and I'll figure out a way moving forward that I can film solo so that I can get the footage that I want. Because like I say, a lot of it is about finding the right angle and trying to be subtle about it so that you don't disturb other people, because I don't want to disturb other people just because of this project that I'm working on for me. Do you know what I mean? So I'll find a way moving forward, and then, like I say, I've got a proper plan for these videos where I'll put my goals in at the beginning, and then we can assess what I've done that week, and then at the end we can see if I've reached anywhere close to the goals. So that's that done. I'm very happy to be back at the gym regularly. I'm very happy to be making progress. My mindset seems to have shifted a gear, which is good because I'm just so much more determined than I was before now. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop it a like underneath. If this is something that you're interested in, then subscribe, because there's a lot more of this kind of content coming your way. Any suggestions or ideas or feedback you've got, leave it in the comments below, because I'll read them and take it on board. Apart from that, share it with your friends, share it with someone that you feel might need the motivation, and I will see you when I see you. Catch you later.